Welcome to our last week. Probably this is going to be our last week. Yeah, because the next week we have an exam coming as well, the oral exam. So we need to cover some things. We need to finish unit 11 as well. Let me share my screen because I'm not sharing my screen. Forward to holidays, Christmas, Posadas time. Well, not so good news apparently because of the new variant, the new COVID variant. It's already here in America. We don't know if it's here in Mexico, but yeah, it's
Omicron.
yeah, Omicron. That's it. That's the one. Homework was this part. I share actually it was for classroom as well, but here we check the answer, okay? We listen once only and we check together.
11.3. 1.
Look, I know I shouldn't have parked here, but I was only gone 5 minutes. Surely you could cancel it if you wanted to. Supposing your mother needed some medicine urgently, where would you park?
2.
I really shouldn't have gone out last night. If only I hadn't left all my revision till the last minute again. I wouldn't worry if I were you. I'd rather you came with us, though.
3.
If only we could be there now. That would be amazing. I'd just sleep on the beach.
I sometimes wish I'd never accepted that promotion.
4.
Don't you wish you still played football, Dad?
I've always said you could have gone professional if you'd wanted to.
It is time I did a bit more exercise, though.
5.
Wow! What would you give to be a pilot?
Yeah, imagine if your job was flying jet planes.
Which would you buy if you had all the money in the world?
I wouldn't buy either of those. I'd buy a rocket and be an astronaut.
I buy. Yeah, it's about wishes. Yeah, it's about wishes, suppositions, in present, in past. Yeah, it's about all that. The other homework was checking the grammar, but it was optional. All right. Look at these facts behind this regret. I shouldn't have gone out last night. We already talked about that. It was the last unit, the previous unit, a regret. Something that you did in the past and you regret and you say it to you. You express that regret to your friend, to your partner, to your classmates, to your teacher, to whoever, to a person, no? What are the facts behind these statements? I wish I knew the answer. You don't know the answer here. If I am saying I wish I knew the answer, even if it's in past simple, it refers to present simple. I wish I knew the answer. I wish I spoke French, but I don't speak French. If only I could come. I can't come because I have lots of things to do, lots of homework. If only I could come. So you can't come. No. If I didn't get so nervous, that means that you get nervous in the exam. And consequence, it says I get better exam results. That the consequence, the real is that you do badly in exams. No, if you had helped us, we had finished by now. That's the third conditional. Ladies and gentlemen, unreal situation in the past, the same. Had helped us, we would have, we might have, we is the same. The previous, no, is in past. I should have listened, the same. I regret. If only I told the truth, I had told the truth, was the real thing. You didn't tell the truth. Yeah, you didn't. So you can say that it is in the past. I wish I spoke French really well. It's in the present. That's the same example that I gave. The expression in present. I wish I spoke French really well. I wish you would speak to me because you don't speak to me. When you wish for someone else, like you, he, she, they, then you use would. It refers to present. Yeah, wishes in present simple. Well, not present simple, but wishes in present. Yeah, only present. I'd rather you live with us. What's the real? You don't live with us. Mom, it's time you had someone looking after you because you are too old. It's time you, the expression is time, the next part has to be in past simple, but the connotation, the meaning, it is in present. Yeah, it is in present, the connotation. Supposing you were the same, the connotation, it is in present, but the grammar, it is in past. You were in charge. Which sentence in 5 are about present, about the past? Well, we're going to find out. This is the grammar. The grammar reference here. It is about 11. Well, the first conditional, you already know the first conditional. If I were taller, I would join the police force. What would you do if you won the lottery? The difference between the first and second sentences is not about the time. Both can refer to the present and future by using past simple forms in the second conditional. The speaker suggests that suggestion is less probable, impossible, or imaginary. Yeah, imaginary situation in present or imaginary situation in the past. That's where third conditional comes. We already know. I'm not going to explain it again. Just we're going to very quickly check the example. I wouldn't have met my wife if I hadn't gone to France. That means you did go to France and you met your wife. Yeah, it happens. But I wouldn't. It's imaginary situation in the past. That's the third condition, you know. And here the focus, the main focus, hypothesis, expressing wishes and regrets. I wish I were taller, but what's the real? I am short. Yeah, I'm short. I want 1 meter and 50 centimeters, maybe. If only you hadn't said that. That means that you did said that. Yeah, it's a regret. I'd rather you didn't wear lots of makeup. You notice the structure, it is in past the structure, but it refers to present. I'd rather is used as a polite way to tell someone to do something different, like advice. If you don't want, sometimes, well, sometimes you have to hurt feelings from people, so you can say that I'd rather you didn't do that, or it's a polite way to say no, please don't do that, or don't say that, or do that instead. No, the negative form, I'd rather you didn't. I'd rather you, the expression past simple, or you didn't. It's a polite way to say no, or it's a polite way to you want, or you don't want certain things, or you want things in present. For example, I'll come with you. I'd rather you waited outside. Just can I smoke in here? I'd rather you didn't. If that's saying no, don't smoke here. Wish plus would. Well, first, wish I were taller. I wish I could play a musical instrument. Wish plus past means it is in present. Yeah, I wish plus past. I wish I were on the beach, no, laying down. That's my imagination, but in present, no, or sometimes in the future as well. Wish And would can express regret, dissatisfaction, impatience, or irritation because someone will keep in doing something. For example, you can say, I wish you'd stop smoking. I wish you'd do more to help in the house. A wife telling to the husband, no? Yeah, it means that regret, dissatisfaction, impatience, irritation. If you say with the next expression after wish, I wish you do that. I wish you wouldn't also. And also it's for third person. I wish he wouldn't do that. The same. If we are talking about willingness, wish, would is not used. For example, I wish my birthday wasn't in December. No, I wish it would be. It sounds bad. Yeah, bad. I wish I could stop smoking instead of I wish would is strange because you should have control over what you are willing. For willingness, wishes in present, you use past. It's a little bit tricky, no? It's little by little. And we have, I don't know why it's in here, but the expression it's time is like I wish. Or when you say it's time, we hurry up in past, that means that we need to hurry up. No? We need to finish the unit by Thursday maximum. No? Right? All right, I'll share a photo of the wish word explanation of wishes. In the meantime, now according with what I have explained, you can go back always at page 162 and 163. I would like you to answer this exercise. For example, I don't speak English fluently. There are two ways. Yes. Carry on, Elise.
I wish I speak English fluency.
Just one thing. You say it like this, right? What is the rule? You need to change that in past. Yes, Ali?
Spoke.
Yes.
Spoke. Or I could speak. Another alternative. Yep. Both are correct. Okay, use the prompts over there, the expressions, and answer the exercise. It will take you about, it's 4:20, 4:27, 7 minutes. Try to do it. I'd rather you did it in a notebook. Yeah, I'd rather you did it in a notebook. Write your answers on a piece of paper, sheet of paper, notebook, on Word, so you can have the answers there. Okay, 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Sometimes we have to change it if you see something in positive, maybe you have to say it negative, or vice versa. If you see something negative, you change it to positive because they are wishes. You need to change the structure. Not only in past, but also if it's negative, positive. If it's positive, negative. If it's past, then it is past perfect, the structure. Okay, for example, I will help you with one in past, number 11. 11, it says, I didn't read the instructions carefully enough. So I have to say that it is in negative. So I have to say something positive. I should, and it is past simple. It's imaginary situation in the past or unreal situation in the past. So I have to say I should have read the instructions carefully enough. So sorry about that. Okay. Almost. Okay, let's listen. I will play it 2 times.
11.4 Wishes and Regrets. 1,
I wish I spoke English fluently.
I wonder what you mean by fluently. I think you speak it really well.
2,
If only we had a garden.
I know. Still, at least the park isn't far away.
3,
I wish I had a brother or sister.
Yeah, mind you, there are times when I wish I didn't.
4,
If you talked more slowly, I might be able to follow you.
Sorry, I'm just very stressed about all this.
5,
I wouldn't get up at 6 if I didn't have to go to work.
You need to look for another job. Long commutes are a nightmare.
6,
If I'd learnt to ski when I was younger, I'd be really good by now.
But you are good. You're just a bit lacking in confidence.
7,
My youngest daughter wishes she were taller.
Oh, well, she's still got a lot of growing to do.
8,
I wish you wouldn't leave the top off the toothpaste.
Sorry, I'm either half asleep or only half awake when I clean my teeth.
9,
I'd rather my sister asked before borrowing my clothes.
Well, she should. It's a bit of a cheat to take them without you knowing.
10,
Supposing they gave you a pay rise, would you still leave?
I guess it would depend on just how much they gave me.
11,
We should have read the instructions more carefully.
Well, they weren't exactly clear, were they?
12,
It's time we had a break.
You're not kidding. Oh, I could murder a coffee.
11.4 Wishes and Regrets. 1,
I wish I spoke English fluently.
I wonder what you mean by fluently. I think you speak it really well.
2,
If only we had a garden.
I know. Still, at least the park isn't far away.
3,
I wish I had a brother or sister.
Yeah, mind you, there are times when I wish I didn't.
4,
If you talked more slowly, I might be able to follow you.
Sorry, I'm just very stressed about all this.
5,
I wouldn't get up at 6 if I didn't have to go to work.
You need to look for another job. Long commutes are a nightmare.
6,
If I'd learnt to ski when I was younger, I'd be really good by now.
But you are good. You're just a bit lacking in confidence.
7,
My youngest daughter wishes she were taller.
Oh, well, she's still got a lot of growing to do.
8,
I wish you wouldn't leave the top off the toothpaste.
Sorry, I'm either half asleep or only half awake when I clean my teeth.
9,
I'd rather my sister asked before borrowing my clothes.
Well, she should. It's a bit of a cheat to take them without you knowing.
10,
Supposing they gave you a pay rise, would you still leave?
I guess it would depend on just how much they gave me.
11,
We should have read the instructions more carefully.
Well, they weren't exactly clear, were they?
12,
It's time we had a break.
You're not kidding. Oh, I could murder a coffee.
The answers are there. I wish I spoke English fluently. And there's an extra part as well. I wonder, maybe it's like a short conversation, no? I know. If only we had a garden. We had. 'a garden. I wish I had. 'a garden. I wish I had. 'a garden. I wish I spoke English fluently. And there's an extra part as well. I wonder, maybe it's like a short conversation, no? I know. If only we had a garden. We had a garden. I wish I had. 'a 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 garden. I wish I had a brother or a sister. Yeah, mind you, there are times when I wish I didn't know. You can say the opposite. If you talked more slowly, I might be able to follow you. If you talked more slowly, I wouldn't get up at 6 if I didn't have to go to work. Yeah, I wouldn't get up. What's the real here is that you get up every morning at 6 o'clock and you have to walk to work. If I had learned to ski when I was younger, I'd be really good by now. We can combine conditionals, we can mix conditionals. Here, if you have the third conditional part and the second clause from the second conditional, yeah, I'd be really good. My youngest daughter wishes she were taller. No, also remember, if you are talking in third person, wishes. We need to conjugate this. Not only I wish, but other people can wish as well. I wish you wouldn't leave the top of the 2 pages. Yeah. I'd rather my sister ask before borrowing my clothes. And number 10, supposing they gave you a pay raise, supposing they gave you, no? Even if the supposition is in present, you have to change the structure here. And the next part, we should have read the instruction. Se escucha como nada más dirían, you should read, ¿no? Recuerden que es the contracted form, you should have read the instruction, ¿no? This time we had a break. This time plus simple past means it's time to do something for us. Yeah, but for everybody, I mean. Okay, we move on to the next part. Yeah. Someone should have stopped him. Read a true story and answer the question. What's shocking about this story? What kind of child do you think Drew is? Explain the double meaning of grounded. Yeah, grounded, you know, it's, for example, if I am a teenager and I do something really bad to my parents, they ground me. So he say, you are grounded. So go to your room and you will never leave again your room, or you will never go out again with your friends. Yeah, that's grounded. No? In this case, an Australian boy grounded, castigado, yeah, punished after 100,000 mile flight to Bali. So let's read what happened here. It says here, I'm going to read the first paragraph and then you move on. Yeah, we participate, everybody. 12-year-old Drew from Sydney, Australia, decided to run away from home after an argument with his mother. Running away is not that unusual for young children. However, Drew ran away in a spectacular fashion. He found his parents' credit cards, booked himself, a 1,800 mile flight from Sydney to Indonesian island of Bali, where he spent 4 days in a hotel. That's a good way to run away from your parents, using their credit cards and going to another country. Wouldn't you like to do that if you had the opportunity? Marco, two airlines
refused to let him fly without written permission from his parents. But the third didn't ask and sold him a ticket. Drew then booked the hotel online. He tricked his grandmother into telling him where his passport was kept and headed off. His parents thought he'd gone to school.
He'd gone to school, but what happened then, Jessica Sanchez?
Yes, teacher. He used el siguiente.
Yep.
Okay. He used self-service check-in at Sydney Airport, and it was only when he changed planes at Perth Airport that staff asked why he was traveling alone. But they allowed him to continue after checking he was over 12. Drew got through Indonesian immigration by telling them his mother was waiting for him in arrivals. After checking into his hotel, telling staff there that he was waiting for his older sister to arrive. He spent 4 days relaxing on the beach and exploring the surrounding area on a rented scooter.
Ellie?
The school had contacted Drew's parents to ask where he was, and he was reported missing to the police. His foreign hideout was eventually discovered when he boasted about his holiday on social media, posting a video which was yachted. It was great.
Yeah, oh, till there. Geotag.
Geotag.
Yeah, Geotag is about geography. Google Maps, basically.
Oh, okay. It was great because I wanted to go on an adventure. Drew said, he doesn't like the word no, said his mother. Drew is now grounded until further notice. And the airline Drew flew with have since changed their policy on children flying unattended.
So imagine having a child like him. I think I don't know what I would do. I would be very worried at the beginning, but I would be so angry of doing that. No? Okay, so we have some prompts in order to make sentences about Drew's story. Yeah, all of those sentences are suppositions. Yeah, they are suppositions. Yeah, I will help you with only two. Okay, the first one and the last one. So for example, here, the first one is if, because that happened, you can always go back to the text in order to identify, no? If he not argue his mother, he not run away. So obviously you have to transform it into a third conditional, no? Because that happened in the past. He actually had an argument. He had an argument with his mother and he ran away. So we are supposing in past simple. So that's third conditional or on real situation in the past. So the sentences should start like this. If, remember, if it's past simple, I have to change it to past participle. If he hadn't is negative. Argue with his mom. He would, it has to be negative, wouldn't have run away. Yeah, that should be the complete sentence. Because it happened in the past, but not all the sentences happen in the past. Some of them have a present connotation, right? The same thing we're gonna do. If you are not sure about these activities, or not you, this guy, Drew, I suggest going back to the grammar one more time, no? Go back as many times as possible, no? Remember, sometimes we tend to not change the sentences, and that's wrong. That's wrong. And in the exam, you know that it's 0 points. So it's time you change that. Okay, so there are four 4 minutes remaining, guys. 4 minutes remaining. So please do your best here. Go back to the text. If possible, go back. Have you got the book, guys? It's page 113. 113. Exercise 4 is going to be for homework. Well, actually, the two of them, because we may not have enough time to check this. So exercise 4, it is about you. I want you to make your wish list. Yeah, what do you wish was different about your life, present and past? Yeah, present and past. It has to be. For example, if it's present, I could say, I wish, it's in present, I wish I could speak German fluently. That's for present. If I am saying something, if I hadn't, that's in past. If I hadn't entered to who I am, I would have become a chef. That's for sure. What's the real that I did enter? Another in past, I should have married that German girl. That was my crush. I should have married, but I didn't. Something in present. It's time I study hard for my exams. My wish list is for classroom. Yeah, it's for tomorrow. Yeah, here I have a mistake. It has to be in past, even if the connotation is in present. It's time I studied hard for my exams.
Teacher.
Yes.
How many sentences we have to do?
7. 7 sentences. Here they suggest you to write about your home, your family, friends, social life, holidays, money, relationship. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So between 6 and 8, it's fine. The minimum 6, the maximum 8. Okay. Don't forget to do your homework to check the grammar structure, guys. And this part, but exercise number 3, we will be checking here. Yeah, exercise 3, we will be checking here.